And hello and welcome to Game 3 between Wick and Nighthunter, showing us that mirror matches don't have to be boring. If you are watching this on YouTube, definitely check out Game 2, you're not going to be disappointed. And we have Wick coming in with his standard build, Guardian of Nor, triple woodcutter into the hunting cabin. And Nighthunter coming in with the Guardian of Nor as well, and the same opener. Looks like he's gonna rotate where he places these later on for more efficiency. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, if you haven't watched Game 2, there's a chunky surprise for you. And it was glorious. Definitely go check that out. But for now, let's see what they pull off on this map. Very different map. Various ways to play it. It's one of my worst maps for me personally, because I always seem to make the wrong decisions. But let's see what our boys are doing. So Nighthunter going for his home sectors while getting slowed down by the Spectre, who does slow him down enough to not get him. But the Spider's probably just going to be sicked on him. And then he's going to ignore it going forward. But Vic going for the aggressive play on the Godstone. Classic stuff. And he did grab this one first. Oh, nice work here. Nighthunter has pulled in the Cutthroat here, and which is very nice sword here, by the way. I feel like the bandits look really good. He's just going to town on these poor workers, and Vic doesn't seem to notice. So this could actually put him behind a bit. Oh! Scout Boy does get away for now, but he might run to the mobs. Nice micro here by Vic. Keeps it alive and keeps the Guardian slowed. And is he bricked or can he get it up? So he's lacking 2 food. And looks like Nighthunter's gonna ignore that. He's just gonna be happy with getting the Spectre there.
Attacking the workers.
Okay, might go across and try and contest the flag. Okay, Vic already teleported back. Nighthunter can't see that, but the bandits here are cleared. By the way, on this newish patch, basically the map's mirrored now in terms of creep paths, so they don't end up in the same direction anymore, with one side having a barrier there and one side doesn't. So that has been equalized now, which is very good for the... I think the south side had a issue there, because you basically cleared everything up to here, and then you had a barricade in front of you, whereas the other side did not. So that's been equalized. And looks like cap-wise we're gonna be okay, but he didn't cap it yet and is not upgrading it. Okay, there we go. Thinks better of it before his enemy comes his way. Oh, he needs to start upgrading though, because if you lose both Godstones, it's really hard to come back. Especially like, oh, there's so much iron in the middle, which by the way has now been equalized too. 200, 700 on both. And he is getting it up. Oh, but that might be too late. That could be a very big issue. So it all depends who pulls out ahead here. So that ensign shouldn't survive. And... oh! Ooh, no, Vic gets it. Big problem for Nighthunter, so now has to do the same to him. Spectre lady is gonna get murderized if she doesn't scarp her. Okay, this ensign shouldn't go up as well, but Vic does have more spiders here. Oh, nice! He pulled the old you can demolish the flag early trick, so you catch your opponent off guard, so he's not prepared for the rebuild. So that's what he did there. Very nice use here by Vic of his micro time here. So basically that put Nighthunter off. He didn't know that the flag was already going down, which gave Vic the advantage here to get it up early. So that's like the early game micro of Spellforce. It also has to do with ping. At the moment looks like Vic has the host advantage, even though it's not really an advantage, because it does even out across the players. We have a rally here. Okay, at least it's been pulled through. We have lost some of them though. And that bought him a decent amount of time. So the scouting post in the middle is up. That should see a hunting cabin coming up soonish, as soon as he can afford. And he might pull the trick again. Let's pay attention. And there we go. You saw the little destruction symbol. And Nighthunter was not prepared yet again. So he's just buying himself so much time. He's gonna get rid of the Nighthunter's flag here. So this is just map knowledge on display. Which makes it really, really hard. Yep, no, Vic again. Quick on the trigger. And meanwhile he just micros and macros on the back of this. Even though it doesn't seem to do that much of it. But we're both throwing spiders into this flag fight. It's so important. Oh, is Nighthunter giving up? Or does he just want to get surrounded by the spiders to get some more value? But Nighthunter still has 3 health potions. But he's gonna run out of focus soon. And I think that flag might be going up. Nighthunter gives up. Okay, so that's a big win for Vic. And he misses his occultist for the flag fight, indeed. But nowadays, as we mentioned earlier, so you can just creep around this and then grab this Storm Wyvern as soon as possible. Looks like Vic's onto that, so he just goes immediately over there. And tries to deny as much as possible. Very good play. And Vic boasting that he can also do it against the occultist. Yeah, that little trick, it's so easy to miss if you don't know about it. But it really can just throw a wrench in your enemy's plans if you're not prepared. I'm also very pretty bad at flag fights. Just because I always kind of misclick. So I think there might be a sweet spot where you always get it. Which sometimes I feel like is hard to get right. But there you go. If you didn't know, now you know. And gets the entirety of almost the entirety of the XP from this camp here. Oh no, even gets the whole thing. So Vic level. Oh, okay, Nighthunter not that far behind at least. XP wise. That's a very nice soul explosion there. Meanwhile, there's just some scrap. Okay, the new scrap position is right there. I haven't checked those out yet, so I'm not quite sure where they are. But that was just a random thought of the day because it came into view. They should be somewhere in the middle now. They got equalized. Ah, wait. Understood. So the scrap is not in the middle anymore. Oh, I think they changed this here from looks-wise. Did they? I think this looks different now. It might also just be because I've never been here because the creeps were on the other side. So I don't think they would have done that. Because that's just weird effort. That doesn't make much sense. I've got the 2 scrap hulls there. There must be more. Sorry, I'm getting hung up on this, but there's not that much else. Oh, nice job here. Killed some workers and then it grabs some resources off the ground. So he's trying his little heart out, but it's looking pretty grim here for Nighthunter. Just losing all these sectors, it's just such a hard position to come back from. Especially in a mirror, where you can't like leverage certain timings. Unless, of course, Vic overexpands and Nighthunter manages to just pump and pump and pump with the little sectors that he does have. See, he does have, yeah, he upgraded most of it, so that's a lot of resources invested in buildings that are not going towards units. The problem really is that the siege is pretty terrible, especially with a guy, like, no blood shower or anything.
We are strength.
So yeah, we have 21 spiders, versus the 9 here. So that's pretty good, but the iron mine is up. We do have the capital here as well. And we've got double iron mine coming up, so he's not that far behind yet. In fact, he's technically ahead. It's just really the siege problem that Dark Elves have. So the question is, okay, he's gonna try to jump on that, but that's just been cleared, even though the bag's been left. Which is gonna make Nakamura sad.
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
But there's still the Wyvern play to be had. As well as, yeah, oh god, the army's a bit late. But we're stuck here. That's what I meant with the overexpansion. So he doesn't have the resources to actually put it into the outpost. And there it goes. This time, Nighthunter gets it. And we have a little bit of a Lagarino going on. Let's give these guys a little quick break. Meanwhile, we go over... Yeah, that's a lot of stuff invested in building, which is gonna pay off soon, but not immediate. And a couple of iron mines that are just upgrading. Versus the double that are already online here. And weren't harassed like his. But let's stop the camera tours because these guys can't decide if they want to disengage or not. And yeah, that's... Yeah, what can you do with all these spiders? Spiders are, technically speaking, the strike and magic resistance are the same on building. But just the lower base damage, so you don't get quite as a return of investment as on other melee tier 1 infantry. Because you do get 2 spiders. So technically you have the same, almost the same DPS as like one normal tier 1 unit. But if you have enough to surround it, obviously the stronger one will pay dividends a little bit better. So that's in essence the problem of the Dark Elf Siege. Do we have fire bombs? No, not for anyone. So basically Nighthunter is just gonna try to stall until the sleeper arrive. I think, I don't know, maybe on 2 iron mine sleepers is a bit harsh. But honestly, so are... Oh, Vic goes shopping, sounds like a children's book. But we only have 1 Hall of Pain here from Nighthunter. Vic already on Dark Temple and producing Plague Beetles. So it's still a very, very long uphill battle. But really nice work here. Uses the infiltrators to go after the iron mines. That's very, very nice. Do we see... I don't think we have the upgrade yet. Yeah, we don't have the forge. So we don't see the infiltrator upgrade for a quick repositioning between those resource points. But that's a really beautiful play. Just needs to keep moving them to the next objective. There's a very nice soul explosion to be had here. Coming up any second. Coming up any second. Coming up any second. There it is. That's a lot of green stuff on the ground. Poor boys. Nighthunter needs to leave one here. Move the other guys over there. But I think his micro is a bit stretched right now. Oh, nice bait and switch. There we go. Boys are moving. So if you would get the upgrade quick, you could actually now just invulnerable, just run over there, get there quickly, park them there, get some kills. Let's see if he is microing. Oh, at this stage he probably doesn't have the upgrade. But now needs to run, needs to start running, needs to start running. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, they're all going down. Rest in pepperoni. We have some cleanup duty here on Owl 4. But he just can't siege these outposts down. Alright, the skellies are still up for grabs. And our Spectre Girl has finally embraced the sweet release of death. Don't try this at home, kids.
Ready and willing.
Because you don't know what's happened. And unfortunately for Nighthunter, Vic is now having enough of this infringement on his patrolling space. Better sit on his supply lines. He's gonna get rid of that.
We will do as you say.
Another iron mine coming up here. Yeah, looks like okay, he's going shopping. Good old Control A, but it's kind of okay there because you just want to keep it together so you can teleport. Because without the Godstones, you can't reposition without the hero. So you have to keep them. That's another problem with the Godstones, like if you don't have them. Especially if your opponent has 2. You can do split push stuff while still being relatively responsive. Whereas you can't do that if you split without Godstones. He's actually blocked himself in. He can't reach the oh, level 3 though, tier 3. So the Yoshis are coming out. So we have a bit of a tech rush going on here. 190 food for Vic. Like that seems to be Vic's weakness in quotation marks.
Just give
It's
the
that that food float that just can't be punished in this mirror at the moment,
Ready.
just because of the lack of siege. So he doesn't need that many units to defend all this. So you can, in this mirror match, he can be a bit more greedy than he would be against other races.
Yes.
Especially, as we established earlier, with the Guardian.
Building completed.
Trouble is, I mean, it's good damage, but it's still not siege damage. Let's check. Okay, wait, only Spy of Souls, so these are unupgraded specters. Versus Vic. It has a sleeper upgrade, but not a beetle upgrade, curiously. Because he does have more beetles and got them earlier than the sleepers. So the border fortress is gonna tank for a while. Let's take a quick sip here.
Completed.
Yeah, now Nighthunter doesn't quite know what to do. I think he's like trying to bait that he's going for the other direction, but it wouldn't even matter if he did. Oh, you can actually see them. This
Sorry.
Spec Ops Lumberjack is scouting it out for him. I think he just needs to look for the fight now. He has the bigger army, or the more high quality army, and these guys can attack air.
Understood. We will do as we say.
And basically just three-shotting these beetles. And that's not really a ground army that can stop them from doing that.
Brothers,
Oh, very nice. The beetles are going on a anti-iron run here. Oh, is Nighthunter paying attention?
Attacking the workers.
They're not upgraded, so it's not as devastating as it could be.
understood.
Nice response there. Builds a watchtower. Try and keep the boys safe. Oh, the upgrade is in. So it needs to really be careful here. So far he hasn't lost too much time. He lost 3 of them now.
Your will shall be done.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I think he's giving Wick too much time now.
We are strength.
126 versus Nighthunter's 150, as well as Nighthunter probably, yeah, he still doesn't have any upgrades on his boys. So essentially these Striders will only in quotation marks do 175 damage here. Okay, nice split up, but I think Vic is just gonna take that and say thank you. Wait, are these upgraded? Yes, they are. For a second I wasn't quite sure after all. It's pretty hard to tell what's going on here, so let's go into cinematic mode, because why not? It's basically just spiders and green stuff exploding. Meanwhile, some beetles overhead. Vic has just gained a level. Soul Kitchen has been opened for business on both sides. But sadly only starters for Nighthunter. And Vic is going for the main course. The Yoshis are strong, but they have their limits. Especially without upgrades. Considering, I'm really surprised that we didn't see this forage. It's only 5-5 now. There we go. Oh no, that's a farm. So I think it's just a mind blank on Nighthunter's part right now. He couldn't quite afford the upgrade either, but... which is like the only reason he probably doesn't have it. Yeah, it's just, I'm not convinced about Striders in a Dark Elf mirror. They're very good in pretty much every other matchup, maybe except Goblins.
Ready.
Because they really do not excel against Chaff. Like, they'll kill it, but by the time they kill it, the backline will have destroyed them, usually. So they're not trading efficiently. I can't get rid of the smooth heads here. These are real smooth brain raptors. It just looks so weird. It's like they have early male pattern baldness in dinosaur form. Alright, that... let's just go for the Wyvern POV. It's just like, why? Why am I getting ganged up on? I was just chilling here. Leave me be. please donate to the Wyvern Rescue Fund to stop atrocities like this from happening. Every echo counts. They are an endangered species. Oh, even a large woodcutter. Fancy me that. Just no siege. Feels so bad. So bad. The window is just closed. Where he was able to do something with this bigger army, but now...
How may I be of assistance?
He's got some twisted ones, I don't know. Same issue again, like, it's single target.
Yes.
We do have 37 spiders to go. Like, I mean, if he would get rid of them eventually, maybe, but... I don't see how he doesn't die to the rest of it. Unless we see a classic Dark Elf siege throw. But we do have some basilisks going on here. So don't expect that to happen. Okay, very risque positioning. But a nice StarCraft concave here.
We have no more room for
Let's go cinematic.
We need to improve our outposts.
We have a very hard hero focus. And I'm pretty sure that was Nighthunters. Yep, Nighthunters, Guardian of Nor goes down. The beetles are just too good against Mars. And then the single target isn't good enough, especially if it's not Michael on top of them. He's actually doing better than I thought. And if he can get rid of the beetles now, some focus fire wouldn't go amiss, and then he might be getting somewhere. But if the beetles are being kept back like they're now, I think it's over. So Vic almost got surprised here. But I'm pretty sure that's it. And there we have it. GG being called by Vic. Which doesn't have to be an offensive GG. The chat, in-game chat, is usually out of sync. So most likely we have seen Nighthunter type it before. Just in case we were suspected of it. But yeah, that's just... Vic has really practiced those flag fights, and it has paid off in this game. And a Dark Elf losing important sectors early on is just almost... It's ridiculously hard to get rid of it compared to other races. Just because your siege is so terrible. And without a Reaper, he was not having the best time of it. But GG nonetheless. Vic advances, and Nighthunter has given us some really wonderful games. Congratulations to Vic, and we'll see him later and on YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see what I can do for the rest of this evening, or if Naka is already ready for the finals. See you soon.